I think it's just a personal choice. If you want to smoke, you should smoke. Just don't bother people about it.
The effect of secondhand smoke is really dose dependent. So a small amount of secondhand smoke, for example, walking down the street when somebody is smoking, will have relatively less effect than exposure to smoke in an enclosed environment, for example, a dorm room.
It's more of just like a social thing that I smoke with my friends. That's how it started. To be honest, I haven't really had any conflicts with any of the restrictions. No one's really enforced me. I mean, I'm not smoking inside or anything ridiculous, so.
You shouldn't tell people really what to do in this point in life, but if that's what they do, that's what they do. I don't think I'd stop completely, but I would find somewhere else to do it, I guess, that's not on campus.
I think that we have conflicting obligations. One is the obligation to allow those people who choose to smoke to have the right to smoke. The other is to allow those people who don't smoke to have the right to work and live in a place where they don't have to breathe other people's smoke.
I smoke about 10 cigarettes a day, half a pack. I mean, I'm not a proud smoker, but I smoke. I try to respect others when I do it. I don't try to, I guess I don't try to affect other people's daily lives, but it happens all the time anyway, so I figure it's more of a bigger issue than I can handle.
I think you have to distinguish between the deleterious health effects of environmental tobacco smoke and what I would just term the noxious effects. And many people really dislike having to breathe smoke. And it doesn't necessarily cause immediate health problems for them, but they find it very unpleasant.
I mean, it makes sense not to smoke near hospitals, I guess, but for me personally, I won't smoke if someone doesn't want me to smoke. I'll put it out or just not smoke at all.
Back when smoking was still allowed in Ohio Stadium, that's an outdoor environment, but it was still enough environmental tobacco smoke that somebody with a big cigar sitting next to you during the game could potentially trigger asthma. Walking on the oval is relatively less exposure in a concentrated fashion, so there's gradations.
There's a lot of air outside. If you're smoking outside, I don't think you're contaminating anyone else's public breathing area.
Now, it's a pretty small minority of Americans that smoke. It's around 20 to 22%, depending on the state. You're having to balance the rights of the few and the rights of the many. And as there are increasingly more non-smokers than there are smokers, the non-smokers get a larger voice, as they do with any public policy decisioning.
I wouldn't ban it just because it's a personal choice, and that's like the whole freedom thing. But yeah, I wouldn't ban it.